Hi guys, so this is going to be another trans rant and transgender rant because this group on Facebook posted something and it's really something that I feel if somebody reads it and they're like young and like new in their transition, they may do this and it's really, really stupid and really, really dangerous. It could get you murdered if you do this or beat up or like something else. So I'm just going to say this, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents on it. This group is called the Intersectional Rainbow Room on Facebook. Um, and I'm going to read what I screenshotted. I can't, well, here, I just screenshot it. You can't really read or see, but that's it. I screenshotted it because it really pissed me off, and it like really just it grinded my gears. If I messed up, I'm sorry. I stuck at reading, and my glasses are off, so I may like skip a line. So just bear with me. So this is what the group said above this article. I didn't even bother to read the article because I knew it was going to be nonsense. Okay, so this group wrote, "Not being attracted to trans people is deeply transphobic. The entire notion that someone isn't attracted to a group, a very physically diverse group of people, which made no sense in my head when I read that, um, people because they are trans, is built on fear and disgust of trans people. None of this means it is transphobic to not be attracted to an individual trans person. People, okay, I don't know if this person who wrote this speaks English because that is not how you write it. She said, this person said, it is transphobic. None of this means, sorry, it is transphobic not to be attracted to individual trans people, nor is it transphobic to not be attracted to specific genitals. But it is transphobic to claim to not be attracted to all trans people. People, for example, there is a difference between saying you won't go out with somebody for having a penis and saying you won't go out with someone because they're trans. So I feel there's nothing wrong with somebody not wanting to go out with somebody who has a penis. There is such thing as genital preference, and if somebody doesn't want to go out with somebody who has a penis, that shouldn't mean that they hate trans people or that they're disgusted by trans people. It's just that they're not attracted to penises. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's just what I wanted to say about that. There's a little bit more that I need to read. So when a cis person argues that a trans person has an obligation to come out to someone before dating them, they are saying that trans people have an obligation to come out to someone before dating them. They are what? So cis people, what? Okay, did I read that right? I'm going to restart that. So when a cis person argues that a trans person has an obligation to come out to someone before dating them, they are saying trans people have an obligation to accommodate their transphobia. That is bullshit. It is very dangerous to not come out to somebody that you are dating or that you're going to go out on a date with, because what if like it's like spicy or hot or something, you're making out and like you want to have sex. That's going to be really freaking difficult and really dangerous if that person finds out you're transgender and they are totally like like they act aggressively towards it, that you can get murdered or beat up or raped or something like that. That is so dangerous if you don't say that you're transgender to somebody when that you're about to date. Um, and I mean, it's not like an obligation, but it's very stupid and very dangerous not to tell somebody. And it's not transphobic for somebody to want to know that you're transgender before they date you, because um, people have a preference, and just I explained this in one of my other videos, and it's not transphobic to not want to date a trans person. And if somebody finds out along the line that you're transgender and they didn't know, that is basically lying to somebody. It is. I'm sorry, but it is, and it's just not truthful. And I feel if you're transgender, I'm transgender as well, and if I start to date somebody, I tell somebody right away, um, because like I don't want to lie about anything. I want to be completely open. And if you don't tell somebody that you're transgender, that's lying, and then that's gonna see like they're gonna like think like, oh, you're lying about something else too, like. But on the other hand, they could be good and like be totally okay with it. Um, Whatever. So I still have a little bit more to read. Um, Plus, claiming that trans people are obligated to come out reinforces the idea that not being attracted to trans people is reasonable. But as I pointed out, not being attracted to trans people supports an idea that transness is disgusting, which is a bias for transphobic oppression. That is bullshit. It is not a way, it's not, it does not make a cis person um, think that trans people are disgusting because they're transgender. Um, it You're just basically labeling cis people transphobic. You just contradicted your post. It's fucking ridiculous. I hate that. Um, so if a cis person does not want to date you, automatically they think you're disgusting. That is not the case. That sometimes it is. I mean, boohoo, get over it. But if a person does not want to date you because you're transgender, that doesn't make them a bad person. That doesn't make them transphobic. That doesn't mean that they hate you and they think you're disgusting. It's just a preference. Everybody has a preference on the people that they want to date, and the kind of people they want to date. There's nothing wrong with that. And having a general preference is not a bad thing, because I am I'm transgender and I wouldn't date a trans man. I mean, yes, there are some really good looking trans men out there, but they have a vagina. Some of them do. I know that there's like surgeries, but um, vaginas do nothing for me personally. They kind of just aren't for me. And I'd rather have like just like a penis, you know what I mean? Um, so that doesn't make me transphobic. I mean, there are some really cute trans men out there, and whatever. So like, just because somebody has a genital preference doesn't mean that they are transphobic and that they think you're disgusting because you're transgender or because you have a penis. It's just that they it's just not for them. Like, maybe they just want to date somebody who is a cis woman, and like I said in my other video, transgender women, us, we cannot bear children, and some people date and want to marry a girl and have biological children with them, um, and we can't do that. So that's also a really big thing as well. So lying to somebody uh, about you being transgender, and if you had like all the surgeries, and you have a vagina and stuff like that, and you guys have been trying. So this is just like a example. Like, you guys have been trying to have children, but nothing's happening. Um, and you're transgender and you didn't tell him that, and you guys have been trying, and then you come out and say, well, you can't get pregnant because you were biologically born a male, and you don't know how like devastating that could be for somebody. um, and that's why people should always be open about it, because it's dangerous, and it is lying to somebody. And I don't know. I just think that this person who wrote this, and there's a lot of trans girls who do this, and I've seen videos saying like, "Oh, he didn't know I was trans." That's so dangerous. It's just so dangerous. And I just want to say, if you're transgender and you're wanting to date, I thought I felt something crawl on my arm. Holy crap. If you're transgender and you're wanting to date somebody, please be upfront about it, because you will be surprised. There are tons of people out there, tons of guys and girls out there who would be totally okay with dating you for who you are. And I just wanted to say that, because it could save a life. It could definitely save a life. If you don't tell somebody and things start happening, and then they find out that you're transgender and like you have a penis, like, you could get murdered, you could get beat up, you could get raped. It's just really horrible. And just be careful, please. Just be so careful. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. It is like 100 million degrees in my room right now, and I'm about to die of heat stroke. Just kidding, probably not. I will talk to you guys later. Thumbs us up, subscribe. You really don't have to, but I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.